awesome. It's like other little things that I gotta do to set up every single time, which is fine. Um, okay. I'm back. Welcome to the live, y'all. Nicole, you seen that? All I'm trying to do is pin a comment. Welcome to the live, y'all. I now have. Oops. Give me 1 second. Okay, finally, I pinned the comment. So guess what? For those who kept asking, for people who kept on asking me for PayPal or Venmo, I now have it. So I added that into the pinned comment. If you're new here, make sure you guys double tap on your way in. I would appreciate that. Welcome, Nicole. Finally not vaping. Since you said that, Nicole. Hold on. Interesting that you said that, Nicole, because where is my vape pen? Who is that? Hey Siri, show me Felix from Stray Kids. It's pulling up their Instagram. Jewel, can you learn the camera? What is that? Can I lean it like this a little bit? Is this what you mean? Is this good? Actually, I should back it up because this is how I normally have it. I normally have it backed up like this. Is this way better? I'm kind of center. It just has a lean. I ain't gonna lie. My tripod got a little lean on it. I won't be able to read the comments as good, but it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Y'all, is this Felix from Stray Kids? How do I look like this person? How do I look like that person? Oh my god, Felix is so hot. Nicole loves this group. Call a friend and say that you just got kidnapped. Yo, somebody said that to me earlier this morning. This morning, somebody said that to me. It was like, I'm about to have to kidnap you. I'm like, what the freak? Kidnap me? No, he's not. Nicole, look what I got. Yes, he's a hottie. Welcome to the live. I just want to support how much for panties. So, you guys, outside of the troll comments, for those who were asking me for PayPal and Venmo, I added it. So, it's in the pin comment. That's what you look like on our date. No, I didn't, Nate. You like my top? Thanks, Luna. Yeah. If I wore... I be forgetting that it's guys in here because I be wanting to have girl chat so bad. Do you guys want to do any readings tonight? If you're new here, double tap the live. I want to see you. Nicole, why I gotta put it away? What do I think of UK? I think UK is cool. I mean, I personally haven't been to the UK, but I have met a lot of people from the UK and that lives in the UK, that live in the UK. What next you gonna be smoking? Nicole, you remember when you kept on seeing the thing on the edge of my bed? You was like, what is? He was like, what is that? Anyways. Hey, me and Sandra having a baby. Me and Sandra having a baby, y'all. Me and Sandra having a baby. That's how I think that he would have said it. Me and Sandra having a baby, y'all. Love that shirt. Thanks. You're new and subscribed. Shout out to you. Look, we did hit 8K something followers, but I've been away. Yesterday I did go out again, but I didn't take y'all with me. Can I have your pants, please? Nicole about to start. Simon, ¿quieres que te suba la blusa para arriba? What? Hey, let go. Hey, what my handprints doing it? To be honest, Nicole, I got this top off of Amazon like some time ago. I'm not gonna lie about that. I'm pretty confident it became sold out because I was gonna get it in white, because they had it in black and then they had it in white, and I just took a gamble. I just took a gamble with that purchase, and it turned out to be okay. It's like a little tiny fly in here. Did I kill it? Oh my gosh, I captured it, but The fly was so tiny, I captured it, but it didn't hurt it. Let me tell my DC that I'm live. Let me tell my DC I'm live. I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody. I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. Somebody said it's Big Jewel, not the little one. That's what I'm talking about, JR7. It's Big Jewel, not the little one. Tremendas una Dior. Who is everyone's K-pop demon character? Probably Felix from Stray Kids. Nah, somebody said that I look like them. Come on, man. You had to know that shirt was going to draw out some trolls. I never thought about it. Nate, what you talking about? Can I come over and see if my hands are the same size as those handprints? What the freak? With somebody who loves me. Let me see. My girl having a baby with my uncle. Dang, Brent, you let your uncle take your girl? That's crazy. As I banned a bat. What? Do you guys want to do some readings by any chance? Nicole, is it bad that I don't want to use this because I have lip gloss on right now? Nicole talking about I am the shit. I am the shit. Abby. They trying to copy. I am the shit. I am the shit. Nicole, is that a song by any chance? Big nails, big lips. Because this is Big Jewel, not the little one. This Big Jewel, not the little one. Does anybody like Juice WRLD, the rapper? Yeah. I still see your shadows in my room. Can't take back the love that I gave you, so I will replace you, yeah. Easier said than done. Look into my mind instead of my head. I'll never will forget you. Didn't I sing it correct? Nicole said it's a song. Who sang that song? Where he at now? Ooh, Twitch, don't do that. Are you a Whitney fan? Oh, I love her too. Yes. What song was I just singing? I wanna dance with somebody. I really with somebody. I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. Somebody said, why am I not a singer? I am a singer. Do you have a name or can I call you my girl? I guess you say what could make me feel this way, my girl. It's called Gnarly and it's from Cat's Eye. Okay. See you, girl. Welcome to the live, Juanita. Hit that loud, fam. Oh, I've been sitting here like, do I want to have lip gloss on this? I was trying to figure out freak. I was not going freak. I was not coughing the other day when I did this. It smells good. Nicole told me that's what I get. I used to have this friend. When I was in middle school, right? I'm sorry. I mean, me and her became friends in middle school. But I had this friend when I was in high school, right? And her mama, every time I went over her house, her mama always was smoking. And so she used to cough all the time. At first I thought that only you cough when you not, like you don't smoke a lot. That's why you cough. But then she told me, she was like, she makes herself cough after every puff because she said it makes her get more high. Is that true, y'all? Because I will never forget that she said that. Because every time she pulls, she definitely make herself cough. What's up with that? Nicole, to help with the coughing, I'm just going to wash it down with the little bit of this I got left. Is that indica or it's indica? Thanks, y'all. Nah, your dad smokes. Sí, tienes pechos. No sé pechos. He said yes, also pechos, but no sé pechos. Did you watch the movie came out? No, I actually didn't see the K-pop Demon Hunters. Miss Jury, no. Are we way to go with indica? Huh? Do I like British broadcasting something? What does that mean? What kind was that, if you don't mind me asking? Excuse me. It's called forbidden fruit. That's all I know. That's that's all I need. Where did I get my bracelets? I had went to a there's this shop. It's like by the water. So like where I'm at, to say by the water, there's many waters at this point. But there is this it's a marketplace, and there is like this little mini shop, and it had like miscellaneous stuff, and it kind of has spiritual stuff in there too. And so when I was there, they had like a wall with like a lot of crystal necklaces and accessories. And they do have some crystals too, but they had a table with all of the bracelets and the name of the crystals. So like this one's red eye tiger, this one's citrine, this one is clear quartz, and this one is blue avertrine, avertrine, something like that. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I like wearing them. Who's spamming? Peach, you hungry? Why is Peach spamming food places? Welcome back to the live mail. Am I Indian? Like what? Liddella! Liddella! Tell me why I was thinking about you the other day. This was random. This was so random. I was like, okay, this is what made me think about you. Somebody had booked a reading with me, and it was around the same time that I normally have booked readings with you. And it made me think of you. I was like, oh my gosh. I said, I need to hit up Liddella. I said, I have not seen her. And in my mind, it's like in my mind, I'm not always on time. I'm not always on the same time that we originally crossed paths. So I was like, she's not going to catch my live. I was like, one of these days I'm going to text Liddella. That is so crazy. This was this weekend too. And then the person who I had a reading with, they rescheduled for the next day. And I just was like, oh my gosh, this is making me think of Liddella for some reason. She said, right. So yeah, you crossed my mind. That's so crazy. Ramel, stop being rude. Every time you come in here, you be attention seeking. I got 524 subscribers. Shout out to you. Jury, do you like long documentaries? I mean, if I'm very interested in whatever it is, I could sit through a long documentary. Yesterday, I had went to the movies. Um, it was like, I don't know how to explain me saying that other than to say I went to the movies yesterday, and I watched the first half of Sinners. It was a really good movie. I low-key want to finish the rest. So, I'm going to have to finish it. I don't have a left. Every time I get on your live, when you get on my live, it's about to end. Yeah, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, we crossed paths when I was streaming into the morning time. So I was already on probably like around, I don't know, I was doing like 12-hour streams. So I would get off of live sometimes at like 10, 11 a.m. in the morning, East Coast time. And I think that's when I crossed your path. I'm legitimately afraid of what, Ramel? Do we not have a moderator in the chat, y'all? Dios mío. He said, oh my God. Dios mío. You like my phone case? Thanks, Luna. You're back. Welcome. Maybe I should make Nicole a mod tonight, even though she lost her mod privilege. Welcome to the live, y'all. Give me a second. I'm getting ready for work. I need a reading. Okay, Liddella, do you have a question by any chance, or do you want to just do a general to check and see what's going on? Y'all, it's just trolls in the chat this time, so you just, My Instagram is in the description box, but it's the same as YouTube. It's JulraeJulrae. Spelled the same. It's Jury 2 times. July 22nd. Oh, are you... Wait. Let me make sure I'm catching up to what Liddella was saying. I think I did the wrong thing just then. Let's see. Okay, General, you moved to your own place July 22nd? Liddella, are you celebrating at this time? Oh, you're looking for something. You want to sort something out is what I'm getting so far. Liddella, that's so nice. I'm so happy because if I'm not mistaken, your original readings that you did, inquiring about moving, did say that you would probably move by this summer. She said yes. I'm happy that that part really did come to pass. So let's see. Okay, so Spirit wants to remind you, Liddella, that everything is okay. Did you want me to start right now? Because I'm already kind of starting. Spirit wants you to know that everything is okay. So I don't know if you feel like a little bit impatient about some aspect of something. Can I... What, Adriana? She said yes. Okay. So let's look at a general. Let's see. Let's see. Some good things that have been happening lately is the fact that, Liddella, I don't know if you have attracted a new person into your life. Is this a masculine energy? He could be a fire sign. He could just be very attractive, or you could be attracted to this person. If not, I kind of see that you're going to pull in this energy. So that is something that I think is actually very good for your life right now. She said nervous of new start. Okay. But I do see here that this is how people see you. I'm getting more of a like determined energy. So if this isn't you, which I'm not getting strongly, this is your energy, Liddella. Also, I think you turned your back to people who are very manipulative, like tricky. Because you see how there's like a lizard thing behind his back. I'm kind of intuitively seeing it as like you turned your back on people who are just determined to be manipulative. I don't even, like, you're bigger than it too. Like, you are above it, you're bigger than it, you have more authority. Those things are kind of like, she said correct? Yeah. The manipulative energy is kind of like stone. Like, it's not even alive. Like, it's almost like you see it as just like, I don't know, I'm hearing the old me's dead and gone. So, I'm just hearing that. So, let's see. Perhaps anything that could be blocking you. Honestly, at this time, Liddella, if you feel like there is any type of blockages or things that are making you have delays, Spirit is saying, fake people. Okay, good. Spirit is saying that he's saying right now that when you, I don't know, he's showing me somebody thinking of something and it's like turning into a movie screen. I'm kind of seeing it as manifestation. Even though this isn't the Magician card, Liddella, I'm kind of getting it as Spirit just reminding you that you are a very powerful manifester. So you can easily almost create a problem that doesn't exist because you're just in your head about it. So don't illuminate things that are little problems to the magnitude of what you actually can create. Okay? Or just what the higher power can do is what Spirit's just reminding you. Okay, so what else, Spirit? What else? In your life, I kind of see at this time, she said, okay. In this life, I'm sorry, in your life right now, I do see that you have completely, like, almost shattered or destroyed betrayal energy. So, honestly, like, I don't see you as having to, like, worry that much at this time when it comes to, like, betrayers, backstabbers. The people who are in your life, though, I'm kind of seeing this as some people do feel left behind, but of course you did say that you just made a move to your own place. I also do see this as you didn't move by yourself. So, I mean, I know that you do have kids, so did you move with your kids by any chance? Or I just see it as like some people in life do feel a little bit left behind. I'm not seeing too much of a financial aspect highlighted there. And this is your new beginning. So yeah, this is just painting the story of your life, you and your kids. This is just painting the story right now of what's happening in this chapter of you seeing through deceptive people, getting them out of your life, you moving, they feel abandoned, and you and your kids starting your new beginning. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords in reverse. That's you just cutting through manipulative energy. Also, people who communicate in deceptive ways. So, I also see it as you kind of putting um almost putting a I don't know how to put it into words. Financial, would it be good? Let's see. Let's see. Financially, I do see here that there might be moments where, let's say, you do have to use your say if you do have to purchase things, at times you might feel a little bit financially like insecure if you have a certain number amount that you're looking to always maintain, if that makes sense. But it will come right back. So, I mean, financially, are you okay? I think you are. I think there's times where you just make a purchase for something, but it replenishes. I don't see you having a struggle. I'm seeing it replenish for you very quickly, actually. Yes, my husband said I abandoned him. Okay, Liddella, what I was shown, I don't know how to put into words. It's almost as if how those old school cartoons, it'll be like a little rat or some type of animal trying to scurry away, and then somebody would like put like stab in the shirt or something so the animal can't run away because the shirt is caught. That's kind of how I saw the energy of what you abandoned. Like you kind of just, it's like not going anywhere. So it can't chase you into where you're at. It's just kind of staying put. So that's why you really don't have to worry about that energy trying to come with you in this chapter. I'm seeing 5-5. To me, that's showing like change and completion. So you definitely completed some chapters. The devil laugh. It can't even come with you. It's like it's just stuck. Oh, it's like Tom and Jerry. I'm getting Capricorn energy. If you are overly concerned about the journey forward, or if you have there's some type of obsessive thought that you're thinking about when it comes to this move, and spirit is just reminding you that you're aligned, like you are being aligned. And of course, he's just reminding me to say to you how even with the prediction of you moving by this summer and actually finding something, it like he's just reminding you. Also, you see the zero? You see the zero up here? So Spirit's just reminding you that this chapter is like a clean slate for you. So with that in mind, Liddella, whatever you choose to think about and manifest, you're doing it from a clean slate. So you don't have to bring in old memories and thought patterns from the last chapter. And you can almost look at it as the last place that you were living. He's trying to stake my home. I am seeing an attorney. Hopefully everything works out. Okay, I do see here that when it comes to that, Spirit is saying something about first dibs, like you have first dibs on something. I don't know what that means. There is something that he fears. This is him. He fears that you will have soul steal. Huh. Wait, let me go see what she said again. He's trying to steal your home. Okay. Because I did re-stake. I was like, he's staking out your house? Liddella, I feel like you might know this, so this might just be confirmation. He really fears the idea that you will have first dibs, which really everything. She said, sorry, it's fine. He really fears the fact that you would have everything. And of course, I mean, to him, he sees it as you will for certain have first dibs. And this is the Cancer card. I can't remember if this is you or his energy as far as the zodiac sign, but this is Cancer card. This is also you moving on your way. Just to he also he sees this energy of very cold. He sees your energy as very cold, which of course every time things don't go his plan, like his plan was not for this to happen, for you to jet off and for you to be cold as ice towards him. He probably thinks you're a bitch. I'll be honest with you. And he feels like anything that he could do, I kind of see this as him being left in the past still. Like he's not even in the same direction as you. He's still where you left him, and it's not going to be. It's going to be a very slow change over there as far as anything a new going on. He made you cry on your birthday. I don't like that. I don't like that. He was trying to be manipulative. Also, he didn't like the fact that he doesn't like when you feel super confident about yourself because he has a fear of you leaving him. So he tried to do something to break your confidence, I'll be honest, is what's coming out. And it didn't work. Like, okay, you probably did cry, but whatever he wanted to do in that moment, he didn't see victory in it. It didn't work. He felt like you just moved forward. good for his nasty ass. He felt like you just moved forward and put an end to him and his situation. Like anything to do with him. He think you just so yeah. Any other specific questions, Liddella, that you may have at this time? I do see here you going having the upper hand at this time. He feels like he's like, listen, Liddella, I do understand that you move forward, but you have to understand this man feels so distant from you. Of course, physically, he feels like he is like not even somebody who you would immediately start to think of when if you ever look back. And he's very hurt. He is very hurt. He is very. Oh, he is very hurt, Liddella. When I tell you, he is very hurt with the. He feels betrayed. He feels hurt. He feels like he's been halted at a pause. Like you being in his life was the thing that he looked forward to. Now he feels like he has no. You know, this is like waiting for something that you planted, so you're going to harvest and reap the harvest. He feels like he don't have nothing. Like you was like his lifeline or something. Hola, hola, welcome. Julrae, do you remember me? I do. Welcome to the live stream, Kinley. So yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. True, good for him. He did it first. Yeah, it's kind of like he just never thought that you would have complete autonomy and sneak away. He looks at this as you sneaking away and being like you with no contact on him. You took away his happiness by having victory and going somewhere else. I don't know. He seems like he was a person that was trying to rob you of your own personal power so that way you can stay around. So now that he doesn't have that, it's like he feels like he has nothing. Confirmation. He feels like he has nothing with Ten of Swords in reverse. This is like starting at ground zero. He feels like he has nothing now because that was the only thing that he probably was running off of for confidence is the fact that he thought he had you under his thumb. So craziness. Is Joshua still in here by any chance? Because I know that he potentially asked for a question. I just didn't catch his comment. Julrae, I have something to tell you that happened at school. What happened? Right, I felt like I was in a bad place. Let's see what's going for. Let's see what you can look forward to going forward, Liddella. Let's see what else you can look forward to going forward. I do see here you're going to develop some type of skill set. Okay, this could just you finding a job that you really like. I don't know. Did you find a job that you really like? This is just you being very masterful at this time. I do see you being very attentive to things that you really are creating at this time. So maybe you're creating the next chapter of your life. And also it could be at work. Okay? I do see here that you'll be masterful at let me just ask for clarification of Seven of Pentacles. Okay. You're going to also feel like you are at a place of healing where you have healed to the point of you no longer even considering, like, you know how sometimes we don't want to be with somebody but we kind of teeter-totter back. I think that you're going to surprise yourself if you haven't already at how healed you are, because I think that it's easier for you to just ignore the whole idea of going back to him, that home, the marriage. Thank you so much. I truly love forever. Please stay in touch. So yeah, that's what I got for you, Liddella. I also see here you having a really nice exchange going forward, back and forth with different people in your life, especially in regards to I think that the Most High God himself is changing what you felt like was your bad luck. Liddella, you remember we had like different readings and I said the Most High God, you have a lot of favor with him. So like at this time, because you have a lot of favor with him, a lot of stuff is going to start going your way. That bad luck energy and that oppressed energy was strictly coming from that man. It was strictly coming from that man and the environment. So I do see here that because you have dropped that attachment of being this is what I felt like you just left. Like I feel like you just dropped the attachment of being misaligned because you're trying to be balanced in a lopsided marriage commitment type of ordeal. Something like that. Okay? But overall, what you can look forward to, Liddella, is just getting all your fulfillment, all your needs, a lot of your wants as well met. I do see here that you're going to be very content. Yeah. Also, Liddella, you might have an option to decide if you want to have this is a King of Cups energy that's coming into your life if he isn't already. There's a King of Cups energy that's coming into your life too, Liddella. If she's still up here, I don't know. So maybe you might have the option. She put the heart emojis. You have the option to choose a new boyfriend. Like that's boyfriend energy. Yeah, and he's gonna see you as he's gonna see you as Queen of Pentacles while he is the King of Cups. So he's going to see your nurturing energy. Also, this is like boss status. This is like you taking care of business, finances in order, stuff like that. Also, this is a very groundedness. You're gonna come off very grounded to this man, that King of Cups energy. So let's see how else he's gonna look at you. I'm just curious. He's gonna see you as a person that knows how to take something from nothing. Like you know how to multiply. Thanks, Spirit. So this is Two of Pentacles. I'm reading this intuitively just to see it as times two. So you're able to like he sees you as somebody who's able to multiply things, like to be able to do that. Let's see what else. He's gonna have a very romantic nature because I'm seeing he might be a Taurus. He doesn't have to be a Taurus, but I just saw Venus and I saw flowers. Also, he's gonna really like. He's not. I think I said this before to you. I'm getting this thing where his energy is going to be like, if you come off a little bit defensive or a little bit with a wall, he won't mind that. He will notice it for sure. He'll notice it, but he will still want to work with you. Almost like he's almost the type of person that almost wants to be very patient with you to kind of take you out of that energy. Like he's like he understands it, and that's why he's not like turned away from it. It's because he understands it, which is a pretty good. I think that's pretty good. Anything else about this guy? Again, he's gonna want to collaborate with you. He might try to collaborate you in areas like, let's say there's areas where you remember that you're ready. Maybe if there's areas that you felt like have some type of delay in matters of like working, is how I'm getting it. Because you know how I said earlier that as far as your finances, they're going to be good, but of course it might just dip before it replenish. Like, I don't see you ever going tanking. I don't see you tanking down. I see you just dipping and replenishing like this. So I guess if you ever had any type of issue, like I'm kind of seeing as like, I don't know. I'm seeing I'm seeing it as like just regular help, like manly man type of help too. So he might be like a kind of like a handyman type of guy, or he will take care of stuff like that for you. Like, oh, something's wrong with your tire type of man, which is a pretty good type of person. Anything else here? He also will be a person that will want to bounce off ideas with you. So you might meet this guy at work, honestly, Liddella, because I keep seeing him working with you, but now I just thought about it. You might literally work with this guy. You might literally work with this guy because I just see somebody like shooting out ideas and somebody else is writing them down. So you might literally meet this guy at work, or you might go on a lunch break or something. Let's see. You don't even see this for real. Like, you don't see this coming. She said nice. Yeah, you really couldn't anticipate how this would come about, which is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. I think this event is very close to come. I think the more that you don't think about it, the quicker it might even seem like it comes into your life. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the only way that you're getting information is through, like, this right now. Like, me giving you this reading. But I don't even think that yeah. You're like, well, everything's okay. Like, you don't care. This is like, I don't care. She said, no, I really don't. Yeah. So, yeah, it might be something surrounding work. I don't know if he's working with you at your job. I don't know if you go for a lunch break and maybe you go to somebody and you met up with a friend and you go to her job. It's something about a workplace meetup type of thing. So yeah. Have you heard about the antelope and the lion? Y'all are funny. But that's what I got for you, Liddella. Overall, I think that's very good energy. I think that you're leaving behind a chapter that involved toxicity and people who didn't serve you. And I think you're going to move on to a chapter where things are moving the way that you wanted to. And I think you're going to be very fulfilled with the Knight of Cups that came out earlier. So I think that's really good. So yeah. Did anybody else have any questions by any chance that wanted to do a reading? Because we can start. She said thank you. You're welcome. Also, if you ever want to book again, just let me know. We can set it up. So yeah. You text me, Nicole. I must have been in during the reading, Nicole, because I didn't see it. Why is toxicity the most fun at times? I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Some people are wired to indulge in it, but everybody has different thresholds. She said yes, please. Okay, I'm gonna have to remind myself, and I'm gonna reach out to you soon. Or yeah, I'll try to remind myself. Is there actually we can set up a date now? Is there a date and time that you would like to schedule it? If not, you can just text me. I think it would be cool if you text too. Some people everybody has a different threshold of the kind of toxicity they will allow in their life. So it just depends on what that's about. Because some people, they can handle a lot of toxicity, and sadly, most times, it comes from their early years, maybe from what they experienced in the home or lack thereof, could sometimes create dynamics where some people have a wider threshold. Okay, I'll text you then. I'm gonna look at the previous date that we had, and maybe we can keep it up. But I'll text you. We can straighten it out. But yeah, some people it's due to like their what they were saw in the home. So, but some people what they saw in the home was not toxic at all. So some things to them they will never go through. Like, have you ever met some people and it's like they literally probably like make up and break up like every Thursday, and you're like, this is ridiculous. Like, y'all should just end this. Some people like that roller coaster ride, and to somebody else, that's probably like just like an obvious thing to them that wouldn't work out for them. It just depends. It just depends. Thanks, Liddella. Give me 1 second. Bro, antelope still don't sound the same. I'm gonna set. I'm gonna text you, Liddella. Let me see. Okay, so we should have connected. Liddella, you're scheduled for the 5th. She said, "Have a blessed night." Okay, okay. Even we just did your reading, but we were scheduled for the 5th, which tomorrow is the 5th. So I don't know. I still I still let you know. Um, Give me 1 sec, you guys. Give me 1 second. Did somebody send me a super sticker, you guys? Twitch, shout out to you for the super sticker. Let me see what you said. What's your artist name and what platform can I find your music on? So Twitch, my artist name is the same as my YouTube, so it's JulraeJulrae, and you can find it on all streaming platforms, if I'm not mistaken. I actually, yeah, you can find it on all platforms. My name is Curtis. I'm choosing by God. I'm the son of the sun. Your light is beautiful. Thanks, Curtis. That was very sweet of you. You were getting too lit when you were bedridden, girl. Ed, are you the person that always wants me to stream here? Because it's like a common place I stream. You're literally my type, not gonna lie. Welcome to the live, Lucifer. I don't remember your other name. Can you sing I'm Your Baby Tonight by Whitney? I don't know. Do I know the words? Do I know the words to that? Why did I just hear a different song? What's my platform name? It's JulraeJulrae. Let's see. Nicole, Nicole, the fact that you have this picture in your phone. Nicole, the fact that you have this picture, did I not ever open up your text thread? Because this picture is hilarious. Can I at least show the picture? I'm not going to show the picture, but hold on. She said, make a wish, 111. English emergency passes. Look at this and tell me what you think about it. Don't show no one. You can say it, don't show it. What am I supposed to look for, Nicole? Did you sign it yourself or something? I'm trying to figure out what I'm looking at. His other name is Satan. You may know him from the Bible. Twitch, you're funny. Welcome back, Noel. Hi, pretty eyes. Blessings from Brooklyn, New York. Welcome to the live. So listen, 2 live streams ago, when I first showed up and the live stream said out with Key, I had went out and I kept on running into. It was your teacher, Nicole. That's what's up. I kept on running into people from the Bronx. For some reason, people from the Bronx was talking to me, and I don't like people from the Bronx. However, I'm not gonna lie. There's two random girls that were trying to beef with me from there, and they're like mentally unwell. Both of those. Actually, there's a third one too, but the third one had more of a upfront romantic nature that it was a girl she tried to have with me. So I was talking to this guy because he's in my face, like, hey, da da da, trying to buy me a drink. This is before I had got on live. So this is before y'all saw me on live. And I was like talking to him, and I had said something like, oh wow, I had mentioned something about New York. I was like, yeah, I don't like talking. I was like, I don't talk to, I said, guys from New York, they're a red flag, right? I always say that. And so then he was like, what you mean? Why are guys from New York a red flag? I was like, where you from? I said, where you from, Brooklyn? He said, hell no. I said, what? What's wrong with Brooklyn? I said, where you from? He said, the Bronx. And I was like, well, one thing I will say, because by this time he talking to hit a hole in my ear, and I had a drink. My whole drink is gone now at this point for as long as he's been talking to me. And I said, you talk about some F Brooklyn. I said, but I'll be honest, I had went out like 2 weekends before that, and I said I met this random guy from Brooklyn, and he was buying me drinks the whole night. I said I don't have no problem with guys from Brooklyn. I was like, guys from Brooklyn. I was like, if you were to compare where I'm at, where like the cities, the 757s to the boroughs, where I'm from would be considered Brooklyn. And I said that to him, and he was like, first he was trying to fight it, told some hell no. And then he thought about it. He was like, I ain't gonna lie, probably, cause he lived here, so he kind of know what I mean by that. So, anyways, I said, and then I got a twin. We got similar birthday chart, and I told him about it. I said, don't worry, twin. I was like, I took up for Brooklyn. I was like, I took up for Brooklyn. But yeah, Bronx people be acting weird. Somebody said Bronx is dirty. It started with rap. Bronx think they made rap. Brooklyn made it, not Bronx. Brooklyn billionaires. That's the difference. Bronx ratchet dudes can't dress. They kill each other. We different. I get that vibe. Like I get a vibe that they're very shisty and kind of dirty. Like I told him what city here in the 757, the Bronx will be like Portsmouth low key. Like the Bronx will low key be like maybe Newport News. And I told that to him, and he started laughing because it's true. I was like, yeah. I was like, Manhattan could probably be like Manhattan low key could be Virginia Beach, or Chesapeake could be like Queens or some shit. I forgot. I was talking my stuff though. Why you bring me to Maryland? What y'all talking about? You're very beautiful. Thanks. The hell is that to top? Oh, welcome to the live Atharv. Welcome to the live Atharv. It started with the rap beef. That's crazy. Don't get me twisted. I'm five boroughs. Just saying. True. But I was just telling him the comparisons. Like where I'm from, if we were to try to do a comparison for the boroughs to the seven cities, we got seven cities where I'm from. It's the 757, so it's seven cities. So if we were to compare the five boroughs to the seven cities, Norfolk's low key Brooklyn. Norfolk is low key Brooklyn. Like, and somebody from New York actually is the reason why I'm saying this too, because they was putting it together, and I was like, I see it, and it's so crazy. They're not the first person to kind of have that conversation. So, yeah. Would you say 150 pounds for an 11-year-old and height of 5'3" is overweight? Atharv, I think that is a very, I think that would be, yeah, yeah. Long story short, Atharv, yes, 100% that's overweight for a little kid. Is that your weight right now, Atharv? Atharv, maybe you're going to get tall, so your weight's going to distribute out, but for a kid that's 5'3", 150 pounds, that's very heavy, Atharv. The Bronx, that's where I was stabbed for trying to eat Mike and Ice in the wrong hood. That's crazy. Some dudes go anyways, like you. Spell check makes me look retarded. Linebacker. He said 145 pounds. I'm fat. Do you get any money on lives when nobody super chats? So my videos are monetized. So yeah. If you guys don't like my long nails, then what y'all want me to do about it? Because I'm not gonna do anything about it. So what you want me to do? Y'all, the reason why y'all feel like it's such a unhygienic thing to have long nails is because y'all don't even know what it's like to have nails. Period. If you had long nails, you wouldn't know how to correctly wipe your ass, and your hands would smell like ass. That's what if you was wearing long nails, not me. I just want to put that in perspective. It's a prerequisite to wearing these bad bitch nails. Also, I wash my hands a lot. It's probably looks like I probably need lotion right now. I don't freaking know. Your weight fluctuates between 120 and 609. Interesting. Khaled, shut up. You are just so irritating. Every time I see people who just go on and on about long nails and how do you do this, it just is irritating. It almost makes me wonder if it's microaggression too. Because it's like, what the hell? La blusta para arriba. Simon, no sé. English. Habla inglés, por favor. Please. May I please be a mod? I haven't been a mod for 6 months. Atharv, you and Nicole lost mod privileges. Don't you realize that? I mean, do you realize that? Give me 1 sec, you guys. Let me check some stuff. I don't know how long I'll be on live for. It's fine, Nicole. my gosh, it's so much stuff that I want to say. There is something that I gotta tell you. I think I might get off a live soon, you guys, just because I'm not a threat to myself or others. Nicole, since you have anger issues, why don't you do that? Nicole, you want to see what I made for dinner tonight? Because you said you made lasagna. Let haters hate, move on, love, ignore the hate, you're better. Let me show you guys what I made for dinner. I'm going to post it on my shorts soon. I went to the movies yesterday, so show you guys what I made for dinner. Oh, you can hear me on the live? Can y'all guess what I'm making? Let me tap it forward. There is something that I gotta tell ya. This is what I made tonight, Nicole. It looks so yummy. And honestly, now that I think about it, maybe I should go eat me some. I'm gonna go eat me some more. Y'all wanna hear what song I've been listening to lately? Y'all wanna hear the song I've been listening to lately? I've been playing this song all day today. It's you said disgusting farm animals cow. It's ground turkey. I made it with ground turkey. I did put Hazim. I did put cheese on it, but I didn't. But I didn't. Disgusting farm animals cow. But I didn't plate the food, so that's why you didn't see the cheese because I didn't plate it. Hola, mi nombre is Simon. He said, hi, my name is Simon. And I speak English. He said, I speak English, which what quiero means which, right? Which, but que is what? Le levante la blusa para hablar en inglés. Oh, he said, hi, my name is Simon, and I speak English, but what? He doesn't know how to say it in English. Does somebody speak Spanish know what he's saying? Your mom likes my shirt. Tell her I said thank you. Fair play looks good. It honestly, when I tried it, it tastes so good. Welcome back to the live, JS Ray. Have you had a guy do what is on your top? Atharv, that is an inappropriate question coming from you. Atharv, I was going to tell you, I was going one day, all you need to know. Thanks, Patek. But yeah. I'm just going to give you guys like a brief update on life. And it's like, I do ignore the hate. I just think that it's interesting because I was talking about this to somebody earlier today. I was like, people who are operating from a low vibrational place, they don't understand that they're not ever going to reach a moment where they legit overtake a high vibrational person in what they're doing. Like, God didn't create me on this earth to give over his power to a random hater. So when people be like trying to hate on me, especially people who are doing like spiritual workings against me and stuff, it's just kind of silly because it's like it never works on me. But then it's like God's not going to relinquish his control over my life to a random hater just because they're playing in spirituality. Like, he's never going to do that. So it's some people who don't know that for some reason. I think to be low vibrational is to also be ignorant a lot of times. Like, you're either willfully ignorant or you just sometimes are ignorant, I think. I was... what you about to ask, Hashin? But yeah, so... And then, too, like, everything that I do works out in my favor because it's supposed to. Like, could you imagine going through your trials and tribulations and healing and growing and basically doing all the stuff for you and your life path and just haters are supposed to, what? Mess that up for you? Like, that's not how life works. I think that people don't realize that they're so emotionally driven by, because they are emotionally out of control people, that they will never, God will never allow them to affect my world just because they're emotionally out of control. And I myself know that I am emotionally in control. I've had years of practice about this. Even if even if even if life ever got to a point where, there's such thing as righteous anger, that's fine. When I mean by emotionally in under control, I mean that I'm not going to seek to try to, like, compete with a stranger over something that is not up for debate. Like, it's like, could you imagine? Could you imagine something is for you? There's no way around it. It's for you because of who you are. Period. Who you are, what you've been through, what you went through, and just everything about you. It's not really so much in how you look either. It's just for you. And then there's like a stranger thinking that is up for grabs. That's stupidity, y'all. That's stupidity. Or it's a stranger thinking they could stop something. That also is stupidity. Or it's a stranger thinking, oh, well, I'm just gonna keep fucking with them because they make me angry. That's stupidity, y'all. Oh, I'm gonna try to just get in the way and make it harder for them. That's stupidity, y'all. It's stupidity. Yeah, you have God's favor, God's chosen always get tested. Exactly. And I'm not gonna lie, Dad. A lot of times haters think that they're way more important than what they are. Like, like, God was showing me this. God was showing me that he had designed a test for me to, not just specifically for me, but he was showing it to me in this way. He was showing, like, I have a certain set in your life of trials and tribulations. For people who believe in birth charts, it's in your birth chart. There's certain time periods in your life where you're going to experience certain trials and tribulations. And then could you imagine that there's a hater that felt like they actually won in preying on your downfall when it was already designed a certain way? Like, the Most High God was showing me stuff like that. He was just showing me how stupid and, like, lazy a lot of these people are. Like, they are haters, but what? Like, you are? What are you saying? But yeah, stuff like that. Could you imagine the Most High God set it up for, like, oh, on August 4th, you're going to experience this at this time. And there's a hater somewhere like, yes, I'm the reason why that happened. And it's like, no, you're not. Like, it's like they want to so bad insert themselves into. I've seen them do. I can talk from my perspective. I've seen haters want to so bad interject themselves into my life and make themselves important. And it's like there's nothing about my life is in concern with them. It's just stupidity. It's just if anything, it's just a little bit secondhand embarrassment to just see a girl thinking that she's trying to run for in your lane that you created. Nobody was thinking about this lane. Everybody tried to clown me on this lane. Every time I went forward, people were trying to clown me on every step I made until they saw it working for me. Now they want to be behind me, trying to walk in my footsteps on some hater type stuff, like on some, oh, well, I'm gonna beat her there. Where exactly is there? And how are they gonna get it there without me? It's stupidity. It's crabs in the barrel also. I'm a live streamer, been on my channel. Okay. Thank you. Shout out to the new people who subscribe to the channel. Like, crabs in the barrel people, that poverty mindset, that whole just low vibrational karmic ass, petty, catty ass, stupid shit is not anything that I ever want to be a part of. And it's so crazy because the more that you distance yourself and you set yourself apart from those people, they try to follow you to where you're at. They don't ever it's never in their mind like, oh, I let me actually just start drama over here with these other people that I can start drama with. It never hits them in the head like, this person obviously is doing their own thing. If I wanted to be a part of the rah-rah, I promise you it's not that hard to do. So it's just stupid. It's just so stupid, like, how people are. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of people. I was talking to somebody yesterday. It was a guy. I was talking to a guy yesterday on the phone because he called me. And he was talking to me about some things. And for some reason, we got on the topic of some events that happened to me in my childhood. And I was like, yeah. I was like, in my childhood, there was a time period where I questioned, was there actually... I was always wondering, because I just have curiosity. So I always wondered certain things about myself. But I realized I wasn't a problem. It was people around me that was the problem. And once I realized it was people around me that's the problem, and it's not me, then my life became easier in that aspect, in that part of my life. But yeah, I don't know. It's like people always want to hate on people, and it'd be about the things that you really sometimes don't even think about. Like, could you imagine one day you posted you doing something, and somebody else got irritated by it? People be getting irritated by the most simplest things. You could just be happy, and somebody's just mad, pissed. They could be like, "Oh, she's an idiot. She's so stupid." I was also talking to this guy, right? And I was like, I was talking to him, and I was like, you are a person that also don't see me clearly. I was like, there's some people who have been trying their hardest to, like, they're interacting with me from a lens that's not real. Haters unite for stupidity. I don't know what Barney means by that, but what I will say to that is that there's absolutely people who will be just willfully ignorant. Like, there's some people who like to form bandwagon. Like, some people are bandwagoners. So if they see a collective group of people talking shit about something, they'll talk shit about it too. They don't even know nothing about it. And then if people are praising that same thing, they'll be like, "Oh, everybody likes this, so I like it too." And then they'll praise that same thing now, but people were just talking shit about it, but now they're praising it. The guy who I was talking to yesterday, he's one of those people. So when I was listening to whatever he had to say, it was like it didn't matter to me, because I was like, I know that he's like a very, he doesn't have his own mind. It's herd mentality. So I don't know. But one thing I will say is that if I don't ever have to prove that I have haters, because you can see it in the comments. So people know I'm telling the truth about that. I don't ever have to prove about having haters. Look at the chat. For no reason. Unprovoked. Unprovoked. So I definitely, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing that people could do that could ever, like, people, God did not put people into my path for them to be able to overpower me or conquer me. That's not even something that a person in their right mind would even think to do, because it wouldn't happen with me. I was talking to somebody else. I was talking to somebody else today, and I was telling them, I was like, I had tweeted this too. I was like, it's new money getting printed every single day. So why in the fuck are people worried about mines and what's for me? Could you imagine? Could you imagine if $1 million in your state was printed, $1 million was printed in the last few minutes? And then in the next few minutes, there's more and more and more and more. If I was supposed to take a portion of that money, and I had a few millions for myself, there's still way more money out here. So why the fuck are people trying to fight me over mines? Or assume that they're going to have access to it if it's not for them. The same way that some things are for you because it's for you, some shit is just not for them because it's not for them. They don't even have the mind, they don't have nothing, they have no qualifications that says that they deserve that. Just because they want to, just because they want to fight you over it, that doesn't mean that you are supposed to have something. Stuff like that. Could you imagine? There's so many people, could you imagine you can live your dream, but because you are so fulfilled living your dream that you created for yourself, it makes other people want to live your dream and fight you over it? Get the fuck out of here. Go find some shit of your own. But they can't do it because these people can't generate anything. They can't create anything. They don't even know themselves to know what exactly would be their dream. Exactly. Try to feed off of you, block them. Exactly. These people don't even know themselves. So what they do is they try to find people who do know themselves, like myself. And then they try to assume who I am, and then try to knock me out of that place. That is literally something that people do when they're not mentally right up here. That's what people do when they're not mentally healthy. Me and Sandra having a baby, y'all. Yo, Sandra, somebody was in here earlier talking about me and Sandra having a baby. How does your soul feel being inside a pretty woman body? You're so funny. Sandra laughing. I mean, to be honest, I think that the reason why the Most High God allows me to physically look like how I look, just me in particular, I could say, not to say that this is the case across the board. We know that this is not the case. I just feel like the reason why the Most High God allowed me to look like how I look is because it is a reflection of who I actually am on the inside. Cat! Julrae, oh my God, how are you? Long time no speak. Welcome to the live, Cat. I feel like I thought about you, Cat, a few weeks ago. I might have randomly mentioned it on a live where I was like, I haven't seen Cat in a while. Because it was somebody else named Cat. How have you been? How are things? So yeah. But I also was talking to somebody. I asked him why his D is like that, and he told me he didn't get turned on because I was wearing a shirt. Oh, Sandra, you remember your reading came out that he would like you if you were to like strip a little bit or do a strip tease, or if you, he doesn't necessarily like it all out in the open all the time. He kind of likes to have he wants to desire to see you taking it off and stuff. I always keep missing your lives. Yeah, and then also I'm not ever on at the same time that I used to. I've been a little bit busier lately. Sandra said I told him he don't do it for me either. He used to. He changed. Sandra, you could probably stir it back up. I'm not gonna lie. Sandra, you could probably stir it back up with him. Kat, are you interested in getting your reading? You are really beautiful. Goodbye. Thank you, you guys. Have you ever tried fasting? Yes. I have lived a fasted life. One time I fasted for a whole year, but I only planned to fast for like a week. It was such a journey. It was such a beautiful journey. Like I got so close with God that year. Julrae, your mods are lacking being here. Should I make Cat mod? Oh, should I make Cat mod? I don't know. Is Cat's here? To the core. Why are you saying this, by the way? Why are you saying that? Are you insinuating that I am the one experiencing delusions of grandeur? Or are you talking about these people who feel like they can steal God's appointed person's life path? Because I think that right there is delusions of grandeur. To look at somebody and to want to take something that God gave them away from them. Like their confidence, their beauty, their self assuredness, their platforms, whatever it is that they built, prospering because they're a blessed person. I think when people want to tamper with that or try to ruin it, steal, kill, and destroy it, I think that that's coming from a place of delusions of grandeur. Sandra said, I didn't know if it was an issue until now. To be honest, Sandra, you can get the pot stirring. This is what you do. She said, yeah, and Sandra, just show up a little bit more sensual and sexy, sultry. Can you see what he feels right now after our fight? He didn't delete me either. He's told me he doesn't like that I... Hold on, let me see what she said. He doesn't like that you Snapchat him throughout the day? Oh, how's he feel about you? He feels like y'all might be fighting. There might be a little bit of trouble in paradise, but he doesn't see it necessarily as y'all aren't together. He just see it as y'all not getting along right now. But let's see how he feels, if there's anything else that want to come out. I mean, he feels like working on it. You cried because you were so mad. I'm not going to lie. He feels like he wants to work on it. He feels like he's put a lot into working at this too. He thinks that you are right now isolating yourself from him. But overall, the energy overall is one where it's just a little bit like, this is like kind of getting the wind knocked out of your sails. This is like him kind of just like losing an aspect of, this is kind of like somebody who put strong reality into what was nice before, like harsh truths. So it can feel a little bit like this at first. In the future, I do see him like sleeping on this. Yeah, and I hit on his cousin too. I see him sleeping on it, and then like he'll sleep on it, and then he'll drop his guard. And then I do see you two reconciling, and it being more warm and loving. Let me see what Kat said. Oh man, things are good, thanks. I've been down lately. I told Virgo that I can't be friends with him anymore because I thought it was more than a friendship, and obviously he's married, he denied it. Wow, but he still wants to be friends, and I said no. And yeah, I love a reading, but I feel like I should just move away from him now, but I love your take on the situation with a reading. Okay, let's see. His thoughts, honestly, is one where he is thinking about commitment at this time. He's just, in his mind, he's thinking about commitment at this time. Um, his thoughts towards you is one where he does want to give you an offer. I'm not gonna lie, Kat. He is thinking about crowning you and giving you some type of offer that you really want. Or he's just thinking about the type of offer that would represent crowning somebody into a commitment in itself. His energy towards you is one where he does want to, he honestly is really considering giving you this thing, Kat. What do you think about that? I mean, he feels like I'm not gonna lie, he's kind of dangling it though. Yeah, but honestly, there's this part of his energy where either he's going to try to dangle that idea in front of you, or for some reason it's on his mind. Let's see what his actions going to be. His next actions. Yeah, this is like somebody who's very into themselves. So, okay, let me say this. I think that right now on his mind is he's thinking about marriage, maybe if he's still in his marriage. But then he's also thinking about giving you an offer so that way he can have an exchange again with you. So he probably is thinking about a way to kind of, I'm not going to lie, it's kind of giving me a little bit of a manipulative energy where he's either going to try to dangle something in front of you so that way he can have an exchange with you, you still being in his life or whatever. Or why did I just hear narcissistic prick? He wants to have an affair, you think? Maybe that could be it. Maybe that could be it. Bottom of the deck, 4 of coins. This is somebody who's holding back, though. So, he's going to hold back. He kind of wants a twisted version of some type of commitment. Why? His next actions is going to either do nothing. I'm not going to lie. His next actions is either going to be he's going to do nothing, or let's see. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't necessarily see him doing something right now. Jewel, it looks like he lost some weight. I don't see him necessarily doing something right now. I think that he's just gonna wait. So his actions is more so of him just gonna wait for you to make an action, to make a move. He's very obsessed with the way that you look, though. I'm not gonna lie. He's obsessed with the way that you look, and to some extent, your beauty kind of hurts him. I haven't heard from him since I canceled our friendship, but I feel like I'll hear from him eventually. Yeah, something about your beauty kind of like haunts this man or something. Because he feels like y'all are, I don't know if this is you or somebody else. I'm not gonna lie, I think he is, it's so funny. So this jewel pack says forbidden fruit, right? It says forbidden fruit. And I just saw that here. I think he might be either tempted to indulge somewhere else and he's having an affair somewhere else, or something like that. If this isn't with your energy, I think that he's attempting to have an affair, or he might be, with a Queen of Wands. This person's coming out as their match. It doesn't give me this is his wife though, but if it is, if if he's thinking about his wife and his marriage, I'm not gonna lie. There's like a mistress energy here that he's like waiting for him to be able to harvest this thing he's waiting on. I don't know if I can take him back. He really made me see him different. I'll be honest, Sandra. I think that from his perspective, Sandra, he's looking at it like you two are just going to reconcile because he's going to drop it tomorrow. I think he might sleep on it and then he's going to drop it. Somebody said I had a girlfriend who read tarot. She's one of my favorite people. Not too many get my effort. That's what's up, made the list. Sandra, it looks like I lost weight, or whoever said that. That's interesting. I don't know if I have, but I might have a little bit. I look different when I'm standing up. Well, when I'm sitting down, I feel like I look fluffy. I just feel like I look fluffy. I don't know. Savage Fox, you live in a new house? That's what's up. I'm happy to hear that. Jewel, you something else. What'd I do? Me gusta de negro. He said, hola. He loves, what, my black hair? Or the black shirt? Simon said he likes my shirt. Can you see if he told his cousin about me and his issues recently? Let's see. Let's see. Ooh. I'm going to shuffle it again, but I am going to peek. Okay, let me finish, y'all. Sorry. I'm just picking two different people right now that I'm doing the questions with, and it's Sandra and Kat, so let's see. I'm not gonna lie, Sandra, if he ever talks to his cousin, I do see him, I see he might like link up with his cousin. His cousin messaged me, but not about him. If he talks to his cousin, he is gonna talk, they're gonna talk. I do see them talking about, this is like a sexual pursuit. This is like somebody off to get a sexual pursuit. But he's going to talk about how, the cousin's going to tell him, the cousin might snitch on you, Sandra. Sandra, the cousin might snitch on you. And him doing this is in the effort to close it out, because he's going to communicate that you are being toxic out here, imbalanced, not faithful. So the cousin might try to close out your cycle with him. What did Kat say? Kat said, well, if he likes me, it's too bad. I'm the Queen of Wands, Aries. Okay, that's where you came out. Like, any advice? Should I just ignore him if he reaches out? Let's see. You always look good. Oh, thanks, Kat. Let's see. Let me do a few shuffles before I see. That's because of him. He lied. So I do see him and his cousin discussing you, Sandra. I'm not going to lie about that part. Okay, so let's see. If Virgo reaches out, what's Spirit's advice to you, Kat? Let's see. Honest advice. Spirit is saying, if he hits you up, Kat, I see you blowing it up. He might think that you're blowing it out of proportion to some extent, but he can't think that completely, because he knows that what part he's playing in this. I see that if he hits you up, Spirit is advising you to blow it up. She said, wow, Tower. Yes. I don't know if this looks like you not reaching back out, because to some extent that could be a Tower to just not respond. But if you do respond, I just see you like telling him about himself. I see you telling him about himself. Like, you're not the person, like I'm seeing you say, like, you just have a big head, and that's why you feel like you have a big crown. I don't know why that just made me laugh. I just see you telling him about himself. Like, you think you have a big crown because you just have a big head. That's it. You don't even have a crown. Like I just see you telling him about himself. I feel like it would be like not responding. Yeah, I see both. I honestly see it more so like either you're going to not respond, but if you do respond, I see you making it rain and pour. So you're going to tell him. Or telling him, I'm not putting up with this. Yeah. Yeah, because it's like, this is you kicking him out. This is you kicking him out. Like, he's falling from the Tower. So I do see you just kind of like either communicating it or not. Because this is like a lack of a beginning. Like, I do see you... This right here does give me a no contact vibe, but if you were to say anything, I think you're going to... do you see how the dog is howling at the moon? You remember that song? I'm on my knees and I'm begging because I don't want to lose you. Yeah, yeah. Ba-da-da-da-da. I'm begging you to let your guard down, baby. I think you're going to just do you. Okay, I just see you doing you, looking good, smelling good, living life. And I think that you not talking to him is going to put him in a position to where he's going to have to beg you. Yeah, he's going to come right or not at all. Yeah. No contact vibe. Yeah, this gives me a no. And the way that this woman, I'm seeing it as, the way that she's so unconcerned and the dog's just howling at her. Like, you see? The dog's just howling like, baby, give me a chance. Oh, baby, give me one more chance. Yeah. Anything else, Spirit? I just see you prospering, Kat. You remember, you're still the star of his life, by the way, if you didn't know. Spirit just wanted to tell you again, Kat, because Spirit just likes that. She's quite jealous and crazy, I think. Huh, wait, what is it? Plus, I feel like his wife will come for me if I talk to him more. Huh. I would say that Spirit is just reiterating that you're still the star of his life, meaning You shine brighter than anything else that he got going on or could have going on. Especially right now in his life. If I haven't seen it in the cards, but I would just kind of get this vibe that if he were to raise his vibration and be more and operate with more integrity, I think he would attract high vibrational people. And I think that you are kind of like a test to kind of like, you're kind of like a dangled fruit to get him to want to be that. But the way that he's not accepting it is the reason why he's kind of like lost right now. Haha, I love that I'm still a star. That's nice reassurance. Let's see about what would the wife do. Her thoughts is that she's going to try to do everything in her power to ruin it. So her thoughts, if you were to ever like come up in some type of way to her knowledge that you're communicating with him, I think that she would try her hardest to like use whatever power that she has and do a power play. She would try to do a power play. That's how I'm seeing it. So if she's using the, I mean, it's kind of hard to say that she's using a power play because she is in a way, in relation to him, she is in that power seat in the way, meaning she is the wife. So it's hard to say that, say it the way that I'm seeing it, but I'm just seeing it as like she's going to use that position for sure. You see how she's wearing white here? She's for sure going to use, you know, right, I'm his wife type of thing. She might approach you. Her energy towards it is one where she's going to, yeah, if she might talk to you and talk about how many years they've been together. Like, oh yeah, I'm his wife. We've been married for da da da. Yeah, she might do that. She might talk about their kids that they have. What she would do towards you specifically, honestly, I think that she would try to say it in a kind way. She would, you see how she's trying to present it as a cup of love, but you see all these tears here? It would hurt her, but she wouldn't show it. She wouldn't show it. Yeah, she wouldn't show it because a part of her isn't completely, a part of her has already dropped something. A part of her has already dropped the idea, oh, she would do all of this, and the reason why she's doing this is so that way he drops making an offer towards you. So she would talk to him probably, and she would talk to you, she did, and she'd be like, yeah, I'm his wife, we've been married for such and such years, we have da-da-da kids. And then with him, she's going to be like, I'm your wife, like, how could you not do this, da-da-da. And meanwhile, this is how you look. You look like somebody who, this is him, or this is just you, somebody who's attractive. However, she will see you as somebody who's locked out. Like, she would see you as somebody who's kind of like, locked out. What card is this? This got my attention. Yeah, she would see you as somebody who would just have to move forward because it's like she sees you as kind of like on the outside of what they have going on. Let me see. She literally stood in between us when we were talking one time and it was just talking in public. Oh wow. Yeah, he needs to step into his integrity for sure. I love that answer. So that's why that came up in the energy. She's confusing. Yeah. I will make one. What? I want to share something with you that's really important to me, but I also want to respect your boundaries. Would I be opening to hearing about your faith? If you want to leave a comment under the videos about it, sure. She's already cold towards me. I've already locked out. But she sees you as like, you know, as like a single woman, and that would be a threat to any married woman of you being around her husband. So she also sees you as, I don't know if this is her projecting. She might assume things about you because of it. So she doesn't necessarily think the nicest thoughts about your emotional well-being. She also is doing this because she doesn't, this is her having that coldness of not wanting celebration. Yeah. This is also her making sure she closes out the cycle that is you and their connection. Yeah. The lovers, she wanted to put a pause to it. She wanted to put chaos, and she did it in a deceptive way, or she saw that as your energy. You see that? Within the marriage, she kind of saw it as like somebody trying to tiptoe out, and so she hurried up and did something to put a pause to it, because it was either going to be a pause for her or a pause for y'all. So of course she has the right to, you know, Your mom asks where can she get the shirt. So I definitely bought this off of Amazon. If I were to make like an Amazon storefront, would it be a way that y'all could see where I got this shirt from? It literally was on Amazon though. They had it in black and they had it in white. And I put both of them in my cart and I bought the black one. And by the time I bought it though, the white one was sold out. But I wanted to get the white one. It has this like it has like what's it called? It's like a scrunchy part right here. So you can it's still cropped, but you can kind of like scrunch it on the sides. So it's pretty cool. I don't think I ever wore it out though. I have worn it one time and I took a picture in it somewhere, but I actually have never worn it out. I'm on my knees and I'm begging because I don't want to lose you. Yeah, ga. I'm ready, begging you. So put your arm around me, baby. I'm begging you. Yeah, well, fair enough, whatever. I tried to be friends with both of them. They're both on different pages. The whole thing was too hard and I just walked away. That makes sense. Simon, um, what is pechos? He just keeps saying yes. Also, pechos, quitate la brusa para arriba. But I told him I said no say. Like I said habla inglés, and he said he speaks English, but he typed it all in Spanish. And then he said, but he doesn't know how to say what he's trying to say in Spanish and English. So I don't know how to say it either. She said, anyway, I appreciate your reading. Missed your reading so much. Glad I got to chat with you. Same, cat, same. I hope that was, something for you. I'm surprised you haven't ran into the other mystery man. Jury, the King of Pentacles guy. Jury, can I have a reading about school? Nicole, what's your question? You gonna make me listen to this song? Easy come, yeah, and easy go. Easy come down, easy go. I'm begging you to let your guard down, baby. I'm begging you. What's the other mystery man? You remember Spirit said that if you were to let Virgo go, you was gonna meet a King of Pentacles, and this might be a husband person, but it's after a time of you like. This is like kind of like this is like an energy where this is like a white flag. This is like a white flag energy. So I guess if you were to ever like distance yourself from Virgo, is when he was gonna come in. But it was after you literally free yourself from even intellectualizing. It's when you free yourself from conversing or just having Virgo that heavily in your, like taking up a lot of your space. So once you start freeing up space from Virgo occupying it, this is a lot of just like in your mind at this point too, is what I'm intuitively getting. It's after that type of a season where you just completely let it go. Oh yeah, a few people have said that there's someone else. I'm just myself now. Yeah. But it's up to you, Kat, of course. I'm on my knees and I'm begging. Dang, you have aura. That's a beautiful voice. Thanks, little bro. Little bro. Animates. Kat, you'll be very fulfilled. Like, this is once you find fulfillment. Like, this is you just ultimately seeing yourself as the top prize. She said, just like what you're saying. Yeah. This is like you just recognizing yourself as, like, the complete package prize. And you're like, you know what? Virgo's laws. Like, I see you literally in that type of energy. And then he pops up. Also, this is y'all two as a match. I mean, currently there isn't necessarily passion here, but the fact that y'all came up as a match, it's hard to think that this wouldn't be there. It might be once you are like, it's my second girl crush. I've been working really hard. Releasing in your mind, yeah. Just like what you're saying. She said, well, I am the prize. You see? Twitch said, Priyanka, where you at? I haven't seen Priyanka. Is school going to be okay tomorrow or another annoying day? Nicole, you might feel like school was... it might be a sunshine day tomorrow, or it might be a day that's overall good. You might feel like, yeah, you might feel like school was okay. Like I see this as the school building. Yeah, I think school's gonna be fine tomorrow. I think that you're gonna have a good day tomorrow. You don't give a damn if I die or not. Nico, who you talking to? Thanks. Somebody said you're gorgeous. Thank you. Can you shout out my name? Welcome to the live, y'all. Make sure new subscribers. If you're a new subby today, can you show yourself in the chat? I would like to see you guys. Kat said I just need to clear Virgo out, but definitely doing that now. I like really working on it. You'll be over it by Christmas. I can see that. Let me see. Scorpio season, to be honest, Kat. Kat, by Scorpio season, you would have fully mastered some type of aspect between your dynamic with him. So even though you're saying Christmas, Scorpio season starts in the end of October, right? That's not that far away. Like, it's not that far away. She said, woo. She said that soon. Yeah, that's when I see a transformation. Yeah, it's when you're going to fully stop making plans. Also, somebody might not fall through. Like something that you have planned to go, you know how like you can kind of have an idea. It doesn't have to be the complete idea of what it is, but if it's kind of like hitting close to the idea, I think that something might make you realize that you don't want to wait on this. Like you don't even want to make plans anymore. I think it might have to do with the fact of something about marriage. Yeah, and then this is you single, and this is you just, you know. Spirit wants you to remind yourself that, you don't have to feel successful just because you have somebody next to you. In a lot of ways, Kat, you could probably feel that sense of being very successful. When I mean successful, I mean achieved. You can very much so feel achieved within yourself by just distancing yourself from people who, to be real, it's kind of almost as if like other people are going through their karma and that's why they can't show up properly and we want them to be this and that. It's because they're suffering their own karma. And we almost feel like we are suffering karma because we're trying to intertwine ourselves in their lives. And spirit is trying to protect us with that distance. But we register it as, we don't register the redirection properly sometimes, but I don't know. It's like, I know that you know these things, so I don't want to sound like a broken record. And I don't want to say things that you don't care to hear either. So, I don't know. Spirit is just showing me, though, that there is going to be a time period where you're going to be feeling larger than life. But I think you can start feeling that way with other connections as well. But, of course, you might have, like, a cycle. You might be on some type of cycle with that person. So beautiful and lovely inside out. Thanks, Dad. I hope you find Jesus because he died on the cross for you. Amen. Yeah, it's after you stop working on something. It's after, it'll be after you stop working on involving yourself in somebody who's going through an unfortunate time in their life. Like, not trying to be funny, and this is not me trying to be judgmental, but if he's not happy in his life, as much as you can offer that man, he is making decisions and choices to where he's limiting his happiness. He feels like he doesn't deserve happiness, to be real. And if you feel like he deserves you, which would be happiness, that's another reason why it's not coming together properly. Also, this will be... I forgot that you're Aries. I keep thinking that you're Virgo. So I keep thinking of this as you being Virgo. Yeah, I think that him not making the effort to work on this is really going to, like, make you want to reject this thing yourself, Kat, because it's like, you know, she said, yep, he's going through stuff. Honestly, I honestly feel like their marriage is dissolving on their own, and I just need to let that happen and do me. Yeah. Because he just doesn't seem like he's the person that could really, I don't really see him, and Spirit just keeps highlighting, like, this keeps coming out. I mean, Spirit is advising you to go no contact and to journey off yourself. But I just think that he's a person that is like, even if he was to leave his wife, he doesn't give me a happy person. So it's almost as if, like, the next person would be experiencing probably karma as well. But I'm not going to say him leaving his wife won't make him happy, because to some extent, if something really isn't working for him, and it is for him to, like, if Spirit is nudging him to do that, then if he were to listen to spirit and leave that commitment, then he would find fulfillment. So yeah, yeah, maybe he's not happy. Yeah, so maybe in a way, Kat, is for your protection. Like, you might spiritually, like spiritually pass away, like not physically, of course. I repeat that, but in a sense of like your spunk, your the light that you have, it might disintegrate around him. Like, who's to say that he and his wife could have some type of soul tie to the spirit of like depression, and whether they're not in a physical commitment, he could probably still like pass on a spirit of depression on you, because that's what it seems like it's connecting them. Stuff like that. I mean, I think stuff like that. And two, like one time you came out as a high priestess in their card reading, so it's like you do have more spiritual awareness than both of them. But I think about stuff like that. Like, you could potentially, Cat, move on and have some really good karma, because I'm seeing the Six of Wands, if I'm not mistaken. No, I'm seeing Hangman. Honestly, Cat, you can create a life full of good karma. And you trying to anchor yourself down with this man that's unhappy, I don't know. I don't even see the women around him happy. I think it might be, they might be sharing a spirit of bad karma. So, I don't know. How do you protect your inner peace, Julrae? So, so things that I really try to do, I'll be honest, I'm a little bit, I could be an extremist to some extent, so I don't know sometimes if my advice is good advice, because I'm a little bit extreme at times. And I don't also, I sometimes wonder if my expectations are high or sometimes to some people unreachable. So that's why sometimes I don't always give advice from that standpoint. But ways that I do protect my peace is, um, it's not always easy. I'll be honest. It's not always easy if, let's say, you form a emotional tie or connection, or let's say that you feel like you have a connection with somebody and it's just not fitting. It's just not working. Sometimes it's because you're supposed to show the universe that you're stronger than wanting something that you ultimately, it's almost like chasing a mirage in a way, because ultimately something would have to change for that thing to change. And if the other person's not changing because they don't even see a reason to, they don't want to, then you have to change to make that thing change. And so that means that you should be strong enough, especially for people who feel like they're in twin flame dynamics. This might resonate for you for me to say this, but I feel like that's why you should, like, show the universe that you are strong enough to walk away from that to be fulfilled. And I feel like once you do that, the universe starts rewarding you, because the universe will prove it to you. Like, the universe will start showing it to you. Some people not right away, but that's also part of the test to see how strong you are. I know this unconventional, huh? I'm a water sign. Julrae, will school be good this week? Oh, I meet new friends by this month. So you'll have a good day tomorrow, Nicole. You'll feel good about this week. And I don't know if you'll meet new friends. I don't necessarily see you. I don't know if you would feel like you met new friends. You might be able to talk to new people, but it'll be people who you already know. So it won't be like new friends. I see you talking to some people that you already know. So yeah. Kinley, your current energy at this time is one where, Kinley, are you kind of like having an argument with somebody somewhere, or some type of conversations going back and forth between you and somebody? Y'all trying to decide on something? She said no. I mean, Kinley said no. I don't know. She said no. Wait, I see you trying to decide something. Trying to find ways to have fun, maybe somewhere, but I don't know if you feel like you'll be able to, or have the money to do it, or something like that. I don't know if you feel like you'll be successful at whatever it is that you're trying to do. Something like that. But many ways to protect your peace, to be honest, is if you have emotional ties and stuff to people, places, and things, especially people, it's not always the easiest thing. I'll be honest. Sometimes you really have to like find a way to like disconnect yourself emotionally from people. It's not the easiest thing, especially if you're a person that's very sentimental, or you have suffered something in your life that makes you clingy, like cling on to people, places, and things. So But that's why I think some people end up in cycles to where things disappoint them, to where they almost grow a callousness in regards to their emotional space, because that's what they kind of need to kind of get them moving. So I think when people are fighting that and they're like, no, 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 this thing makes me feel so happy and comfortable, I think that you do start to grow a callousness emotionally towards that thing because it disappoints you or something over and over again, or it just doesn't work over and over again. And then once it gets to a certain point, that's when some people have more strength to be able to move forward. So I don't know. So yeah, my fiance is from Nigeria. I'm in Kentucky. We're having a hard time with the visa. When will it happen? Let's see. I do see it happening. It's going to be after back and forth correspondence and stuff like that. So it will happen when you two put it in motion to want it to move forward. Have y'all started the process already? I'm only clingy if we bond. Yeah, but some people are in spiritual dynamics, which is very hard to explain to people who are used to like 3D connections. Some people are in like legit. Some people are legit experiencing 5D connections that cannot be explained without people having harsh judgments. Like somebody could say right now in front of a mass amount of people, yeah, I feel like I get this spiritual message from somebody who I've never met before, but I know we're going to be together. And I saw what they look like. Whether it's a man or a woman that says that. Most people will hear that and they'll be like, I just see somebody booing somebody off the stage. Like, most people is not going to readily believe that. They're going to talk crap about that. So that's why I'm saying it like that. It's not always easy when you feel like you have these spiritual dynamics with people that you can't explain. You didn't want it to happen on your own. Like, you didn't do it. Like, sometimes you meet people and you were supposed to meet them for a specific reason, which means that there's some type of spiritual contract, whether it's karmic or not, or divine. To some extent, I don't want to confuse people by saying it's all divine, but it's all orchestrated for your highest good, especially if you see it that way. But you know, it's all about trials and tribulations and tests. Some people literally forge themselves into predicaments where they either break their heart by they break their heart and it never happens, or she said, "Thank you for the reading as always." Thank you, Kat, for the super sticker, super chat. Mercury retrograde has me not talking very easy. This is the one planetary thing that has affected me negatively in a while. What was I saying? But yeah, some people they can't like readily explain spiritual connections because people would judge them for it. Like, could you imagine being spiritually connected to somebody, whether you already were physically with them, and then they're in a predicament where y'all two can't be together for whatever reason? Sometimes it's hard for people to understand those dynamics. So the having a spiritual soul tie can happen emotionally as well. It's not always physically, it's not always even what people want it to happen. It just, for whatever reason, is something to it. Would y'all open in the seven seals? What? Well, I'm gonna go now before Athar starts harassing me again. Bye, Jewel. Love you, sis. See you later, Nicole. But yeah, so yeah. Again, shout out to Kat for the super sticker. I'll be honest, you guys. I popped up here for a little bit to say hi to you guys, and I was going to come on yesterday for a little bit, similar to like right now. I was going to come on earlier, but I ended up not making it. Sexy honey. Light bright, what up? Welcome back, good times. Also, I'm a little bit hungry, and I showed y'all the spaghetti I made. I'm gonna make me some. I'm gonna go down. Maybe I'll actually plate it and do a video of how it looks plated. Um, so yeah. Oh, what's your question about school, Kinley? I already know after I eat, cause I prepared dinner. I prepared it super early, earlier than normal, and then I had already ate lunch when I was making dinner. So tell me, where are you from? What type of phone is that? This is the iPhone 16, I think. I can't remember. You got an iPhone 8? How is it still working? So tell me, all the world prepared for you, huh? There's a lot of bullies at my school. I just get by and not care or get hurt feeling. So do you want to know how you would feel about the bullies, or what exactly are you asking, Kinley? You're so funny. What do I do? What's some things you like doing? I like cooking sometimes. Sometimes. The last eating video you had was mesmerizing. I'm gonna make another one. So I made regular spaghetti this time. I made regular spaghetti this time, so I haven't played it. I haven't plated it yet, so I'm going to plate it, and maybe if it comes out pretty good, I'll put together the video and post it up here. All God's people say amen. Who cares about the bullies? When I see you, all the problems go down the waterfall. You're breathtaking. Things that. Can we see your shirt? You're funny because you asked if the iPhone 8 was still working. Yeah, because it's like my iPhone 11 that I had before I traded it in for this phone, it was like holding on by one leg, it seemed. But this is my shirt, you guys. It has infrared handprints. They're not a real hand size, if like an adult size, which is a little concerning. Somebody said you were fighting at the party. Did you see that? Some guy said something very rude about me and my friend. Spaghetti is bomb and cheap. It's a very quick meal to prepare. So I had made like on my YouTube shorts, I had made a Swedish meatball. I made it all by scratch. I like making food by scratch. Of course, I didn't make the pasta this time, so I didn't make that part from scratch. But everything else that y'all have seen me prepare typically is by scratch. Like that time I pan fried the meatballs. One time I made the meatballs in the oven. I bet you're mad fun to hang out with. Yeah. Welcome to the Live Phoenix. Will I stand up to them or get your feelings hurt? Kinley, how are they trying to bully you? Hi, can you say? New subbies. If you're a new subby, put a 1 in the chat. I want to see. If you subscribe within the last... If you subscribed today, put a 1. If you subscribed yesterday, put a 2. If you subscribed 3 days ago, put a 3. I want to see who's my newest subbies before I get off alive. Because I'm about to get off. You're beautiful. Thank you. Like, call me grandma glasses and threaten to throw me in the river and kill me. Kinley, do you report these things to, like, people in class? Like, I'm sorry, like, teachers, stuff like that? Because if people are making threats like that, you could escalate it. I don't want to take it there, but if you ever sense, like, those are things that you should report to people. Because that's literally, like, threatening somebody. I do, but they don't do anything. I really don't know what exactly to say, only because I know the way that I went about handling people who tried to bully me is not the way that everybody is built for. Because whenever people tried to bully me in school, I was a firecracker in a way. Like, people used to try at me because they thought I was super nice and funny and I just was laughing and silly. So people used to try me. And then when they saw the other side of me, that is, I'm not pretending, by the way. Like, I'm not pretending to be tough when I am in that other side. I'm not pretending to be tough. I'm not pretending about any of that. Like, that's authentically me too. Like, I would beat somebody up. And I think once people started to see more of that side, it made them not want to mess with me because they thought I was weak. Like, I'm not a weak person. Nobody can actually bully me because I don't allow that. I'm not in LA, no. You're a stunning girl. You're pretty. Thank you. Gorgeous hair queen. Thanks. Shout out to Mason, you guys. Mason's in the chat. Shout out to Mason. He said, "Can you please say Mason? I stand up to every bully and hurt them. You are so pretty." You got gorgeous hair. Please tell me your Insta. I'll follow you because, girl, you're gorgeous. My Instagram's in the description box and in my About Me, but it's the same as my YouTube channel. It's JulraeJulrae. Yes, I know I'm a mermaid. They tried to dehydrate me last year, and I literally created a fake heat wave just to prove I was a mermaid. What did Trump's first political vice president believe in the vaccine? They take your kindness for weakness. Yeah, and also there's some people who don't like. Okay, people who actually knew me, they wasn't ever messing with me. It was always like a random person who didn't know me, so they would probably just have met me, sort of. Like, let's say there was like a new person that came into the class, and so they see me in a way where I'm like more my super light high vibrational vibe. They will be the only ones thinking that it's like it's sweet, and then they might try me, and then they see the other side. Like, did y'all like me personally? I went to a school that was like a hood school, and because I didn't carry myself like a hood kid, other kids used to try to come for me in a way. I wasn't a nerd, by the way. I didn't carry myself like a nerd, like a dweeb. I absolutely fit in. I just carried myself like I was probably from somewhere rich. Like, people used to think I was from a rich neighborhood. So it made people want to try to pick on me until they realized that there's a reason why I'm in this school too. Not because I was from a hood too. They tried to mix in kids into the hood schools so it could be diverse. So that's why I ended up in a hood school. They was trying to diversify. But I never tried to make myself seem like I was better than people. I felt like other people used to have like way more like brand new stuff, and I used to like just make things look cute from like thrifting and stuff. But it will always be like a random ugly stupid little girl or something who probably fit in by being obnoxious as hell. Y'all ever met those types of people who are just obnoxious or just ratchet as hell or just dirty as hell? Something like that that's making them be like, they think that their attention is like they're cool or something, and then they try to come for you, and you like, now why the hell? I used to literally like make people like see themselves for a second. I was like, now why the hell did you think that you was above me? Like, why the hell did you think that whatever I was doing, minding my business, successful, doing whatever, why the hell did you think that that was about to work? And why the hell do you think I won't beat your ass? Because that's the same type of time I'm on. The same type of grimy, ratchet time that they think that they on that's supposed to make them scarier. Because they choose to do, like, things out of, like, not knowing integrity. Whatever the case. I always was like, what makes you think that I was the easiest target? So all it took really was for people to see me actually beat somebody's ass for them to stop trying to fuck with me. Because then people realize, oh, I actually am not. Like, they used to think I was like scary because they would see a switch. Because it's like, really, why would you try to test somebody and then get up? Then how, like, you tested somebody, you tried to pull somebody's car and realize their car official, basically. That's what people be on. And then they try to make it seem like, oh, they try to demonize you somehow. Oh, she not really like that for real. Because they trying to, like, find, I don't know. So, the way I went about people trying to bully me, I used to be about that action. I used to be right there ready for them. I used to, the same thing y'all probably saw at that party. I was trying to be more an adult for the sake of, I'm with my friend. I didn't want her to be like, dang, like, we got kicked out because you literally slapped some guy. I didn't want to be that person that night. That's the only reason why I didn't get there. That's the only reason why I didn't take it there last night. But I for sure, and honestly, I haven't seen that same look in a while since I've been in school. He said, LOL, I seen that happen. When I went to that guy's face, I wish y'all could have saw his face. He had a look in his face where he was like, he was kind of like a little bit scared, and he regretted, it looked like he regretted what he said confidently. Because I don't know, I think in real life, people can feel an energy off of me that lets them see something that's a little bit dark, maybe. It's a little bit scary. It's a little bit dark. It's a little bit like how that was lurking there. That was lurking there the whole time. like a deer in headlights. That's exactly what he looked like, a deer in headlights. And he was trying to like, I could almost feel his fear, and it was like he was trying to like stay composed, like, no, I'm not scared, I'm not scared. I could feel that on him, because I mean, you know, I just could feel it on him. And for me, I was almost consumed. I was almost consumed completely with the energy of me about to rock his shit. Like I was about to beat his ass. But the reason why I did is because my friend, you know what I'm saying, trying to be an adult. A lot of times people also tried to try me because I took the high road. Like what? People feel like ratchet and low IQ, low behavior people think that you're supposed to always defend yourself, and if you don't, you're a pushover. Who be telling these people this? Who be telling these people this? It's because these people are weak individuals. So they can't ever, people can't ever accurately assess something that is beyond and bigger than them. They always are deducing it to their understanding. So whenever people saw me ignoring somebody, instead of looking at it for what it was, these people are not important, they tried to make it fit in their reality where I was the weakest link. So they're like, oh, we could just do that to her and nothing gonna happen. We could just talk shit to her and nothing gonna happen. No, you can talk shit towards me and I ignore your ass. They're not seeing it that way because they're dumb. So a lot of times people really started to get worked up off of like, y'all ever seen that meme where it's like dumb people and they're all like agreeing and drooling on each other like, yeah, me too, me too. That's basically them. Somebody said, that's basically them. Did I read that already? I thought that somebody said something. Yo, you sound like you was about to lay the smack down on that dude. You told him straight though. Told him straight up about diamond pussy. That's the first thing that came to my mind. I don't even know why I said that. Can can smartest people the smartest people are serial killers, girl? Y'all are funny. But yeah. But yeah, I don't know. People are stupid. A lot of people, they just all get gassed up off of like stupidity. And they be over there like, we told her. Whole entire time, I don't give a fuck about what they have to say because who gives a fuck about what a hater that's beneath you? Could you imagine? Like, could y'all, do anybody in the chat have little siblings? If for people who have little siblings, y'all know this aspect very well. Of course, just catch where I'm going with this. If you have a little sibling that looks up to you and they want to be just like you, they want to walk like you, talk like you, wear what you wear, they want to have everything that you have, they want to be around you and your friends. Some people who they it's not even their circle of friends. Nothing about it is for them. But they look up to you so much that that's what they do. They put on your clothes when you're not there and they pretend that they're you because you are what they strive to be in life. You're their big sister. Could you imagine those types of people thinking that they're doing something to you and it's like, okay, so you made your whole entire life looking up to me. Am I supposed to not see the dynamic for what it is? Am I supposed to just wake up one day and think like, oh, I don't even know who I am anymore because that person is saying that they're me. Am I supposed like that's some stupid bullshit. That's some audacious stupid shit. I have seen people who try to bow and get say, oh, you know what? You are who you are. No, what the fuck? No, that was you thinking that you was going to race me at being something that you're not. That you're not. I am this thing. I am this thing authentically. You're not that thing. So the fact that some of these people try to get into this dick swinging contest with me or whatever and try to say, oh, I could be, I'm you. As if they're gonna what, humble me or something? That look up to me that much that they change their whole entire life. They change their actions, the way they think, the way they look, the way they talk, the way they walk, what they like, what they dislike. They literally went out their way to try to forge themselves to be somebody who they will never be. And I'm supposed to what? What are we? I'm not confused about who the fuck I am. For some reason it'd be the lowest IQ people who don't have nobody reality checking them. Have y'all ever been around people who don't get reality checks? They're delusional. Have y'all ever been around a person who never gets a reality check? They're delusional. And that's what these people, it was delusional people thinking that they're tussling with me. And could you imagine when they When they see that they can't win, that's when they try to bow and say, oh, actually, you know what, girl? You did good. You did do that good. No, I already was doing this good. You were delusional to think that you were doing something, outdoing it with me. That was you idolizing me so much in your mind, and it looked so good when I did it. It looked perfect when I did it because I'm supposed to be doing it. That's why it's going to look perfect. That's why it is perfect. And you were delusional to think it was yours and it was for you, and you were going to do what I'm supposed to be doing and then also knock me out of the way. That's delusional. Completely delusional. Could you imagine I woke up today and I just wanted to be Barack Obama and fight him for his spot? That's delusional. Anybody who would hear me thinking like that out loud will tell me that was delusional. Not I aspire to be like. Not I aspire to be like this person and they're my role model. Not that I am this person and I will be that person and take them out their spot. Delusional. That's why I don't like dealing with people who are low IQ. Shout out to you, Twitch Red. He's telling us we love you. That's exactly why I do not stick around low IQ people like that. It's stupid. That is stupidity. Yeah, but look at this, Jewel. There's always gonna be some dude at the clubs that act that way. I've knocked out several of them motherfuckers 10 years back. True. Honestly, that man was mad because one, he looked gay. I'm not gonna lie. He looked gay. Gay dudes always have a negative opinion when the bad bitch walks in the room because they want to be the bad bitch. And they mad because they can't be the bad bitch. And also they not even an actual bitch. They just are a bitch. Does that make sense? So he was like being catty. He was trying to be catty. Like he saw everybody walking up to us saying, "Oh yeah, we saw you over there." Once people start breaking the ice with us and talking to me more, he saw that, and that's what really made him say that stupid, ignorant comment. Because he wanted to be the one that everybody was swooning over, like, hi, hi, hi. So that's why he started trying to talk shit, like, trying to make other people think of less of us. When there was nothing about us to think less of. The fact that he tried to insinuate that we look like we sell PP, really what he's trying to say is we look expensive. Really what he's trying to say is, oh, you have an aura on you that is one of value. And I could tell that you probably have boundaries and standards. That's what he really wanted to say if he wasn't being hateful. You look like a woman of standards that only the top-notch type of person that has something to offer can offer you to have your time. The fact that he tried to degrade us down to some low-level bottom feeder as mess is a reflection of his hate for the fact that he wasn't the shiniest, baddest bitch in the room. But there was a real bitch that was in the room. So yeah. Did somebody in the media say their pussy was worth diamonds or something, y'all? Because I don't know why I said that. I was basically just trying to say there's no real value on my thing. But there, not to say there's no value at all, but how could I even quantify the value? 100% them gay dudes always been catty. They feel as if they got some fucking aura around them, like they untouchable. Exactly. And you notice they always try to pick on a girl. You never see them secretly gay dudes like that trying to pick on another man. They're not talking shit to another man, because if another man gets in their face, they're for sure going to get knocked out. But they're going to try it with me. I'll knock your ass out too. I'm sorry. And you know what? I'm a very smart person. I know how to pick who to gauge when it comes to fighting a man. I know how to gauge what man not to fight. There's some men that you absolutely just should not put your hands on. But there's some men like him that absolutely could have got knocked the fuck out. And I promise you, it would have been a good two-piece. And I know for a fact that people around would have followed up if I needed the help. That's that shit. They think they shit don't stink. But you know, they ain't nothing but a bunch of sodomites. Exactly. But yo, they only fuck with girls on purpose because a dude more times than not would fuck them up. Exactly. They think that that's their fight because inside they're a woman. The only time I have ever had a guy go out their way to try to comfort me like a bitch is because on the inside he is one. He's a bitch in the inside. So that's why he thinks that he's supposed to go back and forth with me. Because he's a bitch on the inside. Like he's actually a girl in the inside. I'm every woman. It's all in me. And so that's what they be doing. They see another woman that looks good, mind you. You ever seen a hating ass girl? You ever seen the hating hoes get mad when a real bitch walk in the room? They're the same way. What has happened? You a queen. I remember when I turned 20 years old, I was in the club and this one dude kept grabbing my ass. The first time I thought it was one of the girls I was playing, but the second time I caught the dude. Oh, interesting, doggy. They wanted that. They wanted that Medusa. So I said, nice voice. Thanks, y'all. I don't really be singing for real up here. I just be effing around. I just be effing around. Welcome to the live, y'all. He was mad because you was cuter than him. Oh, and he was short. He was shorter than me, and he had shoes that were chunkier than me. Like his shoes gave him a few inches, and he was still shorter than me. One card for my husband. Welcome to the live, Priyanka. Your husband at this time, emotionally unbalanced. Lover's card. Some type of breakup that you two are in, breakup energy, has him very defensive. He's defensive at this time because he is unbalanced. Wait a minute. We was talking about a gay midget that tried to what? That tried to pick a fight with you. Yeah. So like, it seemed like me and him was able to see like eye to eye. It almost seemed like we were the same height, but I promise you, he seems like he's probably at least like 5'4", 5'5". Come to the. He was probably like 5'5", to be honest. 5'4" is a stretch. He was probably 5'5". You're 2 meters. Yo, Jewel, I'm glad you took my advice 2 months ago. Your hair is legit nice like that. You like my hair like this, doggy? I don't know what advice you told me. If you told me something, doggy, I have never thought about it ever since. I miss you more than my husband. I'm happy that you think that way, Priyanka, especially if he's being defensive right now. I mean, he's trying to have a little optimism. Optimism. You got security queen, don't trip. Yeah, I think that next time, of course, I'll travel with like security. For real. Like the next time I probably will. He told some ayo. Priyanka, he's feeling very weak at this time, or maybe that's your energy. I was like, and the straight hair, you look you had. Oh, you like the straight hair with the bang? My hair? Yeah, I was saying your hair like that. Oh, so you like my hair like this? I'll be honest. I used to wear my hair like this all the time. I used to wear my hair like this all the time. You're so pretty. Oh my god, I'm low key jealous. Welcome to the live. Q. Will you do good in school, Kinley? I think sometimes you might feel like dropping out for some reason, Kinley. Why? Maybe the people. Maybe sometimes you might feel a little bit off balance, but I do see you. Um, I do see that you will do. You would do good overall. I think sometimes though emotionally you might not be feeling it, but the way that you feel and your performance is going to be completely different. So you might not feel school. You might not be feeling it. He's Kenley said, yeah, yeah. You might not be feeling school, but I see you doing good. You are a joy to watch. Oh, that's sweet. What's my favorite color? Lately it's been like iridescent, like a little bit blue iridescent type of color. I don't know. I don't know why it's hard to see. You see that color? It's kind of hard to see. It's a little clear. Yeah, but you know what time it be. It's casino time. I just wanted to stop by and say what's up because I haven't said what up in a while. You have yourself a good night, sis. You too, doggy style. Hopefully you'll be up here again. How am I feeling with him? I want to know myself. Priyanka, how you feel about him? I feel like sometimes you almost think about just being a little bit showy when it comes to your affection or lack thereof. I think sometimes you do want to make a show of how much you either feel for him, and that could be a good or bad thing. Typically, the actions that you have is one where you are the one that has you're wearing the pants. It seems you're calling the shots, And also, you just kind of feel like, I mean, you are still holding on to his energy, even if it's subconscious, because it's like you almost expect certain things when it comes to you and him. So, your expectations of what you expect between you and him is part of the reason why you are being shown as holding on to the energy, even if you don't feel that way. Overall, I think that you are kind of like over it. Like, there is some part of your energy that's kind of like careless about it. Like you almost feel careless. Like you could care less, but also careless about it. However, subconsciously, there is aspects that you are expecting of him, which is showing up as you holding on to this connection. Maybe holding yourself back for sure. You're for sure holding yourself back, but there is some type of a hold to the connection. Justice will be brought back to the restore. The restoration will be brought back to you and him. So, I am seeing that there will be justice because there is still a contract. This is also a contract. There's still a contract between y'all two, which is marriage. Who is this Noel Coppershee guy harassing me? He must be one of these fake Jesus freaks who thinks he's got money. Noel's fine. He's up here all the time, but what's happening between y'all two? In my narcissistic personality, I have no clarity, or I am like this because of this. Let's see. Spirit is showing that you're not narcissistic personality. I think you're just, this is just your reaction. Yeah, I think Spirit is just showing this is your way of holding up boundaries, is behaving like this, Priyanka. So you're not coming up as narcissistic personality. It's more so as like you enforce your boundaries the best way that you know how, or this is just the way that you are enforcing your boundaries. So it's a little bit controlling, sometimes maybe seemingly manipulative and controlling, but it's you're not coming out as a narcissistic energy. Maybe just somebody who has been injured themselves, like a little bit hurt themselves. So you put up boundaries, and this is the way it's coming out. Okay, you guys, I think I am going to get off a live soon, but let me just see for a little bit. I think I got this shirt off of Amazon. I'll be honest, y'all. It's so funny that y'all like the shirt. I don't necessarily like the shirt. I don't like the shirt that much. I have yet to wear it anywhere. Give me one second, you guys. I'm just heading. Somebody booked a reading with me. I'm just adding them into my calendar. Okay. Awesome. Okay, let me just check the chat for a little bit. You were looking great in the party. We missed you, our antelope. Priyanka, you're so sweet. You're so sweet for saying that. Some people are good actors. The Wolf was one of them. She don't. It's just something that she does sometimes. Yeah, that's what I get. I've never been on this channel before. I'm glad I came here to identify Nicole as a bad person. Why do you think that? What did even make you think that he's a bad person? Are you seeking the attention your father never gave you? No, my father actually gives me a lot of attention. My father just showed me some type of, I'm not going to put his business out, but he just showed me something and I gave him my approval. I was like, "Yeah, I think that you should get that." Me and my dad talk often, like often. So my dad gives me a lot of attention too. Whenever I'm in his actual presence, my dad gives me a lot of attention. So the attention my dad never gave me, not really. I'm completely like, it's obvious to see that I'm a person who has had a father's attention. Why do you think that all these men love me? No, let me stop. Let me stop. I'm good. I'll turn straight for you. Come to the other team. The top you're wearing shows motherliness. Everyone's first food to survive. I'm from mother's heart and blood. Let's respect it. You're from Priyanka. You're funny, but yeah. I am going to get off the live soon, you guys. I just wanted to come in for a little bit to say hi to you guys. Make sure you guys know all is well with me. Hopefully, all is well with you guys too. And I'll be up here again soon. Shout out to the new subbies. If y'all haven't already, subscribe to the channel because you guys can catch me the next time I'm live. She said, go get some juice. You're a little sad today. Priyanka, I actually, okay, so you remember you told me, Priyanka, you said if you laugh a lot, you're going to get sad soon. I think the next day I started to PMS a little bit or something. I think I started to PMS or something. Or something, it was like some type of imbalance. Meaning I probably should have ate or something. And I didn't notice it at first. And I was like, wait, Priyanka said that I might get a little bit sad. Because I just was feeling a little bit like moody. I wasn't sad, I was moody, right? And then I realized I was like, oh, I need to eat something. Same as so right now. When I get off a live, I'm gonna eat. I had made dinner and I showed everybody what I made, so I might post it up here. I posted on my Instagram. So yeah. You like my shirt? Thanks. But I'm a little bit tired, hungry for sure. I have a great smile, thanks. Come back to live, Priyanka, you too. Shout out to you, Twitch, for the super sticker, super chat. Thank you. Um, and I will get some juice. So yeah, I kind of like stopped doing readings because it might take up some of my energy. So that's the only reason why. Let me check something because you know how sometimes I don't all the way get off alive and I just step off to the side. I'm trying to see if I will do that or if you guys would just catch me the next one. Let me see. Excuse me, I burped, y'all. I think I am going to take it off, you guys. It's been real. I think I've been up here for a few hours because it's 12 and I started live at, yeah, I've been up here for 9:46 p.m. my time and it's 12:06 a.m. So that's basically like 10, 12. It's 2 hours and some change. Your energy is too low. Party mongers sucked your energy. I think it's the fact that I should eat. Like I feel like my moodiness comes out when I need to eat. Like I'm a Taurus for sure. So I am going to go and replenish my energy by eating, but I will go to sleep probably too. I was out every day this weekend. I was out every day this weekend and I had so much fun. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna cleanse my energy. Some people, there was somebody on this live that was a little bit drainy. They were a little bit drainy because their energy was one that is very kind of low, and I did a reading for them, and so yeah, I'm gonna go eat some food, go to sleep, and sleep like a baby. People asking to see your toes. What the hell is going on now, girl? How's everything? Hope it's not no shrimp ass niggas fucking with you. They be look asking to see the toes all the time. I have no idea. Sniper. Who's the teenager past their bedtime? What? Nah, have some food, please. Sexy eyebrows, girl. Thanks. I feel like makeup always looks the best when either you're not going anywhere and you do your makeup real fast, or when you do your makeup super fast, but you're not going anywhere. That's when your makeup looks good. If you're going somewhere and you do your makeup super fast, sometimes your makeup comes out like crap. Why is that? That's so crazy. Or like how your hair could look really amazing before you had to wash it. Stuff like that randomly happens sometimes. Yeah, I kicked out about 3 of them. uh, so yeah, okay. Love to everybody who joined the live. I probably would come up here again tomorrow. We need our smiley jewelry with lots of love and charm and happiness. I'm still here. I mean, I am still here, but I've already been up here for a while. White toes get chose. Hey, I like your outfit. Thanks, Amir. Beautiful hair. Thanks. I randomly think about the fact that you came up here with a question running for mayor. I don't know why that randomly sticks with me. So yeah. If you haven't already, new people, subscribe to the channel and you guys will see me again soon. I might get up here tomorrow. Who knows? I might get up here tomorrow. If y'all don't see me right away tomorrow, then typically I take like a day or break. You're still running? Look, I wish all is well with your race. You'll know by November? Okay. That does check out. That's like election season. Welcome to the live, Scarlett. So yeah, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it. If you don't see me tomorrow, I might come up here the next day. So make sure you stay subscribed and hit the bell notification. My husband took away your energy. Priyanka, it was somebody who was up here asking for readings. Like sometimes there's some people who will ask back-to-back questions, but their energy is low. So me interacting with their energy is like they're pulling my energy in a way, or they're just draining. So their energy lingers. But my energy feels really good like right now. So I don't know what that's. But I am also doing stuff like stretching my legs, like stuff like that also helps. Now, Priyanka, feed your husband at least a few Cheerios. You was here earlier. I do see your name typically when I start my lives, but then sometimes you go away. You like my hair? Thanks. Can you get different energy reading through this platform? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Yes, you are bringing back the all new. My energy is getting significantly better. I'm not gonna lie right now, but I still am like going to do certain stuff to make sure I still like prioritize myself. Welcome to the live, Shadow. But yeah, I partied like all this weekend, y'all, like every day. Jury, I'm camping for 4 days, so I don't know if I'll be waiting. Oh, you might not be watching my YouTube stream. Why? Where you're camping at, there's no Wi-Fi at all. You said you feel like your energy drains due to other people's readings, so our energy affects you. Oh, so Emir, sometimes. So, for instance, let's say there's somebody on the energy and their energy is negative or not really negative. Sometimes that has happened. Sometimes people have joined the live and they're sitting on the live and they are dealing with like deep heartbreak. And I will pick up on their energy and I'll be like, ooh, somebody's on this live. Like, who is this with the heartbreak? Sometimes that has happened a lot too. It hasn't happened in a while, and I'm glad it doesn't. I do a lot of I do a lot of things before I get up here to where I'm not easily affected by stuff like that. So, because there is also weird people. Like, I've already explained a lot of, like, the type of haters I get. There's some people who will get up and watch my live. Sometimes when people hate me, they think that if they don't watch me while I'm live, that I won't pick up on their energy or something. And then there's some people who don't like me who will get on my live intentionally and think they're sending me negative energy and evil eye and stuff. Just crazy as hell. Everything about it is crazy as hell. Sometimes stuff like that doesn't really affect me or anything. So yeah. But like troll comments and stuff, they don't typically affect me that much either. But it's just like sporadic things that could kind of like pick up in energy. Hoping you can help me. I'm in a lot of trouble. A lot of years in our life. I'm 42, complete loser. I need help so bad. So anyways, for those who want to do super chat readings, I will sit on this live and do a few more readings if you guys send me super stickers. I did add to my pinned comment my Venmo and PayPal, so those are different options that you'll have to send in money as well. But if you guys want to, before I get off the live, because I 100% am, you can send in a payment, and I will answer your questions right here. So I'm gonna give you guys a little second. Energy can neither be created nor destroyed; it just changes forms. I agree. I agree. Hey, pretty girl, welcome back, baby Ray. Thanks. So I'm about to get off a live. Okay. You don't give away money. Okay. Well, this life, this reality is based off of exchange. So if you don't give money, then maybe you don't get a service. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, Twitch, for the super sticker. I appreciate you for that. Let me like it. Actually, I'm not gonna like it only because I don't want to adjust my phone again. Yes, I see you bring out more happy around you. Yeah, it's a good thing. So yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna see you guys soon. I know that some of you guys probably just joined recently, so you probably want me to stay on a little bit longer. But I'm not gonna do it to myself. I woke up super early today and I started my day. So that's why I'm a little bit like needing maybe some to like rest. So yeah. Twitch talking about some really. Shout out to Twitch for the super stickers. Love, love, love. You like, it's like weird people trolling. Did I eat? Not yet. I'm about to go eat. I'm about to go eat and definitely gonna wash my face, and then I'm going to like wind down. I might brew me some hot tea, like warm tea, and go to sleep. I did post on my Instagram like cooking. Sometimes I cook stuff. And so I did cook and I posted on my Instagram for those if you guys want to see that. It's on my Instagram. But I ate like a few times today. I'm not gonna lie. I felt like I kept on eating and going to sleep because I woke up so early and started my day so early. And I didn't drink coffee. I did end up drinking coffee. Like I had like two lunches. I had like two lunches today, you guys. So my second lunch, I did sip some coffee, and then because I did have some energy, I decided to make dinner so that way I wouldn't have no energy and order out. So sometimes if I'm too lazy to cook dinner, I'll order out. So I didn't want to do that again. So I drank a little coffee with my second lunch, and then I made dinner like quite early. It was like 4 p.m. ish, maybe by that time of me making dinner. So I know someone who was trying to lose weight for 10 years. Once she left narcissistic relationship, she automatically became healthy and lost weight naturally. Sometimes that does happen. Sometimes people's face change when they leave. I'm playing goodnight. Thanks Twitch for the I don't know what number super sticker, but thanks. So yeah, what you want, a cookie or something? So little mom, welcome to the live, Mr. 313. So yeah. So yeah, love to everybody. New subscribers. Shout out to you guys. Why do I keep having like random brain farts? We're so close to hitting. We just hit 8K. 8K last live stream. We hit 8K. So we're so close to hitting 8,100. We just need like 60 odd more subscribers, which we'll get there. Especially by the end of this week, we will for sure have got there. What's the eye twitching? Any messages from it? So which eye is twitching? If you have like if your nerves are twitching in your eyes, some things that I have noticed when I have experienced that is um I'm not gonna lie, right now I'm being told to say sometimes the message that I'm getting, your right eye, I can't remember right now which eye it was, but recently when my eye was twitching, one thing, some themes in my life that I was noticing as far as messages, like if I touch my ear, I noticed that people were talking about me, whether it's good or bad, somewhere else that I'm not in that room. Also, when my eye was twitching, it was some things that I was supposed to pay attention to, like supposed to look at something correctly. Sometimes it was something that was adding stress to my life and I needed to like either look at it correctly or like get out of denial about something. It was like something that spirit was trying to highlight to me. Either I felt like I couldn't figure out something or I felt like I couldn't come out on top of something was for me at that time. So maybe you could resonate in me saying that. But it's almost as if sometimes we have to get undone because I'm seeing like a zipper. Like sometimes we kind of got to get undone to be able to address whatever is beneath, like under the surface. So I don't know if that's necessarily connected to what it means, but that is the message that I'm getting right now. So yeah. So yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat, you guys. Love to you guys. Kisses, kisses, kisses. New subscribers, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the bell notifications so you guys can catch when I'm on here. And yeah, I'll see you guys probably tomorrow. If y'all don't see me tomorrow, y'all probably see me the next day. So yeah, love to you guys. Bye. Kisses. I look like I work at McDonald's. Well, what the hell? What the hell? The corporation, the franchise, the chain. Yeah. My uncle's name is McDonald, probably.